Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into a topic that's a little different. We're talking about those cringe-worthy things people do, things we all secretly notice but rarely talk about. Spoiler alert, most of them are tied to mental health. So before you cringe too hard at someone else or yourself, stick around to learn why these behaviors might be more understandable than you think. You ever met someone who unloads their entire life story within 5 minutes of meeting you? Yeah, it can be overwhelming. But here's the thing. This can be tied to anxiety or a deep need for connection, especially for people who struggle with social boundaries or fear rejection. They're not trying to make you uncomfortable. They're often just seeking validation or trying to build trust. Cue awkward giggle at a funeral or a serious meeting. Cringe, right? But this could be a nervous response, something people with anxiety do without even realizing it. It's like their brain is trying to break the tension with humor, even if it's not the right time. Ever ask someone a simple question, and they respond like you just accused them of a crime? While it might seem dramatic, this can be tied to trauma or low self-esteem. People with past experiences of being misunderstood or criticized might overcompensate by trying to protect themselves, even when there's no actual threat. This one's classic for people with ADHD. They're not trying to dominate the conversation. They're just excited and afraid they'll forget what they want to say. It's all about that dopamine rush. And yes, it can be cringe at times, but it's also kind of endearing when you think about it. The cryptic Facebook post. Some people will never understand what I'm going through. You roll your eyes, but let's be real. It's often a cry for help. Many people with depression or anxiety find it hard to ask for support directly, so they vent in ways that can feel cringe to others. You know the type. The person who says yes to everything, even when it's clear they're drowning in commitments. It might seem over the top, but this is often tied to social anxiety or a fear of being disliked. They're not trying to annoy you. They're just trying to survive in a world that feels overwhelming. Sorry for breathing. Sorry for existing. Sorry for being sorry. If this sounds familiar, you've likely met someone with anxiety or low self-esteem. Constant apologizing can be their way of avoiding conflict or seeking reassurance. Sure, it's cringe, but it's also kind of heartbreaking. Whether it's organizing their desk 15 times a day or obsessively correcting someone's grammar, these behaviors can be linked to OCD tendencies. While it might seem unnecessary to you, for them, it's often a way of coping with overwhelming thoughts or feelings. So, what's the takeaway here? A lot of the behaviors we label as cringe are actually rooted in mental health struggles. Instead of judging, let's try to understand and maybe even offer some compassion. After all, we've all been that person at some point, right? Let me know in the comments which of these you've noticed in yourself or others, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more mental health deep dives. Thanks for watching, and